Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now, today is the 30th of September, coming up to 11 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. Gosh, there's been a lot that's happened overnight in the United States in crypto. The Securities and Exchange Commission had a roundtable meeting. There's been some new things that have come out overnight. It is absolutely bullish. We've got a Forbes article right here. $25 trillion price earthquake coming for Bitcoin. XRP, why 5 key factors drive its value beyond its price. We do have, again, some pretty crazy price predictions. At $10,000, only 100,000 XRPs needed to move $1 billion. We're going to look through that. Yes, the SEC just made a massive decision to, of course, withdraw the 19B-4s for these ETFs. Again, making it a lot easier for people to, I should say, for fund managers and ETF issuers to get those ETFs live. Again, SEC, Paul Atkins and CFTC say crypto oversight is top priority. Tom Lee is buying a significant amount of Ethereum, literally holding 234,850 Ethereum. That's $11 billion. September, $300 billion crypto crash reshapes risk management in Q4. Recovery hopes emerge. That's, of course, October. We've got Solana ETFs could arrive in weeks. We've got all the news, of course, on the ETF boom coming. 100 crypto ETFs. I don't think people quite understand how big this actually is. And of course, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange with the bots, they are working. If you haven't gone to sign up, go do that now. All right. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and, of course, all my social media pages, which are linked below. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification because, as you see on the screen, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and, of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along with this incredible journey. It's been insane so far. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends and family. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence for this stuff. I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and, of course, any other investment. So please be careful out there. Do your own research. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, now the formalities are out of the way. If you haven't gone to watch yesterday's video, go do that. It is coming out to 11 o'clock. I've only had one espresso this morning, so I'm definitely in need of another one. Anyway, moving on, let's go to coin market cap today. We do have some green, which is nice to see that. Total market is $3.93 trillion, $176 billion in volume. The ETFs, though, I'm not sure what's happening here. That's the same as yesterday. There must be an issue with the tracking. But anyway, institutions are still buying it up. Michael Saylor did buy more Bitcoin last night, that's for sure. Coming over to my watch list today, top gainers in the last 24 hours. Superverse, MetaHero, Quant, which is nice. It's up 14% in the last week. Veracity, Pitbull, which is just a gamble with a friend of mine. Don't even think about that. Bitcoin's at $114,639 US. It is up 1.9% in the last 7 days, 2% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, also 4,215. We have Loopring up as well. Constellation DAG, Ubix Network, that's well and truly in the pennies. XLM is up. Solana's at 211, which is nice. And XRP, still undervalued in my opinion, sitting at $2.87 USD today, which is quite nice. And if you do go to the all-time, in the last year, it is still up 346%, which is crazy when you think about that. It has been doing incredibly well this year. And that is, of course, because of the new administration in the United States. The lawsuit's being dropped. There's 15 ETFs coming out in October. which now have an 100% approval odds from Eric Balchunas because of these new laws that came out today in the United States. It's huge news, guys. It's wild, very exciting. My spot crypto exchange, thank you very much for those of you that have joined. It's growing every single day. You guys absolutely rock. If you haven't joined, go hit the register button, earncurveinvest.com. Register KYC, upload your driver's license, government issued ID, and of course a utility bill or a passport. I will KYC you and of course apply a 10% trading discount to your account on EarnCurve, all right? No other exchange is doing that, I can assure you of that. My bots are running incredibly well. Again, it's fully automated on Octobot. You do not have to do a single thing. As you can see right here, yesterday there was a lot of trading going on my Bitcoin bot, and there's also another sell being made today. The orders are already in the book, and once it hits those price targets, as you can see, it's going to sell. And if it drops back down, it's going to buy, and it just self-adjusts the whole way along. A lot of you are using the XRP Navigator bot, which is my favorite anyway. Of course, I'm so bullish on XRP. I have been for a very long time. A lot of you have been watching my channel since, 4 or 5 years ago now, which is crazy. As you can see, yesterday there was 2 sells on XRP. It is still not pumping like we would, but again, as you can see, the prices in the order book are already up into the $4 range. So you can see it's already trailing up, and it will self-adjust accordingly. And yesterday there was 2 sales made on XRP. Octobot, as you can see, I am running at the moment the top coins accelerator bot, which again is trading the top coins that have ETFs on it. Really straightforward. As you can see, the strategy is Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, and Chainlink. Very, very straightforward there. And you can set up whatever grid bots you like. I like the grid bots because I like to capture that momentum. And it's fully automated. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP Navigator bot, the Litecoin commanders, Stellar, Solana, Doge, AVAX, BNB, awesome, right? Now again, with these, I did start them on the 15th, and I was going to explain to people, as you can see, let's just go back here to Bitcoin, I should say. People have to understand that with these grid bots, if you start them at the top or when the price is pretty, high, you need to wait for it to capture. Now, as you can see, I started it on the 15th. Bitcoin was on the 15th of September, 115,000, and we're currently at 114. So we're getting back up there, and it did have a big correction, and now it's coming back up. So those bots will capture that and correct itself, which is amazing. All right. And as you can see on Octobot, they're slowly coming back in, which is nice to see. All right. So again, go sign up, go register on EarnCurve, watch the multi-bots video. Really straightforward how to set these up. Okay. There it is right there on my channel, the multi-bots live. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me anytime. But guys, I'm getting, again, really bullish on this because October is going to be a massive month for crypto. It's enormous. So go register, sign up, get your bots trading. That way you can capture that momentum. Now, moving on, Bitcoin brace for $25 trillion price earthquake. This is on Forbes. And again, it's pretty incredible to see where this is going, and it will happen eventually. The Bitcoin price topped out at $124,000 again last month, and since dropped back again of fears of the death spiral spooking Bitcoin crypto traders, which I'm not spooked at all. Now, as $9.5 trillion wall of cash is on a collision course with Bitcoin and crypto, analysts with Wall Street giant Deutsche Bank have predicted Bitcoin could soon equal footing with gold on the Federal Reserve balance sheet, which is enormous. And we could conclude that there is room for both gold and Bitcoin to coexist on central bank balance sheets by 2030. The Bitcoin price of gold, the Bitcoin price and the price of gold have rocketed higher this year, with gold's market cap soaring $25 trillion, while Bitcoin is topped at $2.3 trillion. This week, again, gold hit fresh records at $3,700 as central banks around the world continue to add their reserves, while the United States dollar weakens and US President Donald Trump's trade policies upend the established financial order. And the price of, Bitcoin price in the wider crypto market rocketed following President Donald Trump's election victory in November, and with his landmark announcement in March this year that the United States will create Bitcoin strategic reserve and crypto stockpile, further boosting prices Trump's executive order calling for the creation of Bitcoin reserve was light on details, but the US Treasury Scott Bessent confirmed last month that Trump administration is committed to finding budget-neutral ways of creating the reserve, which is amazing. So $25 trillion, it could definitely hit the price of the market cap of gold. Now, I just want to show you guys right here. If you go to Coin Perspective, as an example, right, and again, 25 trillion. Let's just add this in here. That's 250 billion, 2.5 trillion. 25 trillion, it would mean it's a 997% upside. One Bitcoin would be worth 1.3 million US dollars. It will happen. Supply and demand. There's no doubt about it. Okay, things are going crazy with Bitcoin accumulation as well as Ethereum. And I can't wait for XRP. It's going to be amazing. Key takeaways. Now, this is an interesting one. Why XRP matters. 5 key factors driving its value beyond price. A lot of people just think of the price now. No, you don't do that. You think of what its utility is in the future. XRP eliminates pre-funding and speeds up cross-border remittances, making it useful in emerging markets. Loyalty and travel programs are bringing XRP into daily life, turning it from an investment asset into practical payment option. Institutions like SBI and Santander add credibility by holding XRP reserves and exploring settlement use cases. With the SEC case resolved and global clarity growing, XRP now has the legal certainty and network reach to expand adoption. It has 300 plus banks around the world. It is enormous. The list that I showed many times on my channel is wild, how many partners this has. And I mean, look at this, the net worth growth numbers, right? As of 2025, more than 6.6 million active wallets globally. SBI's group crypto exchanges, SBI VC Trade and BitPoint Japan grew rapidly from 807,000 accounts in March to roughly 1.65 million in March. SBI Holdings itself holds about 1.6 trillion Japanese yen, $10 billion worth of XRP and Ripple-related assets. That is a significant amount. Right, my computer just froze, so I do apologize about that. Moving on, as you can see right here, the CTO explained $10,000 price, only 100,000 XRP needed to move $1 billion, which is pretty wild when you think about that. David Schwartz explained the higher the price, the fewer tokens needed to move the massive value. At $10,000 per XRP, just 100,000 tokens equals $1 billion. This isn't speculation, it's pure math. I've been seeing this for years in the XRP army and, of course, in many news articles about XRP. But yes, it's definitely on the cards. This is one of the biggest news updates today, but the SEC requests withdrawal of the 19B-4s for Litecoin, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Dogecoin ETFs, which is huge because the new generic listing standards now eliminate the need for individual 19B-4 filings for crypto ETF proposals, which is enormous. So it's going to again fast track everything. And of course, the crypto oversight is top priority. This is Paul Atkins right here. The CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading Commission are working together to clarify rules, which is nice. And new crypto regulations like for asset tokenization will take time, but they join forces to enhance crypto regulations. We have Paul Atkins, acting chairman, Caroline Pham, and the Commodities Futures Trading Commission demonstrated their commitment to clear boundaries between securities and commodities. And according to them, this will ease operation firms or apps across both areas without encountering problems. For this goal to succeed, Atkins needed 2 financial regulators to join forces. In a statement, he argued that the 2 agencies must work together. The chairman made these remarks while speaking to financial compliance lawyers and industry spokespersons at the SEC headquarters in Washington. Absolutely bullish. Tom Lee is going big on Ethereum. He says this: as we enter the final months of 2025, the 2 supercycle investment narratives remain AI and crypto. 100% agree with that. And both require neutral public blockchains. Naturally, Ethereum remains the premier choice given its high reliability and 100% uptime. These 2 powerful macro cycles will play out over decades. Since Ethereum's price is at a discount to the future, this bodes well for the token, and the reason why Bitmain's primary treasury asset is Ethereum. As we mentioned in our August chairman's message, the power of law benefits large holders of ETH Hence, we pursue the alchemy of 5% of ETH, 5% of the total supply, which is enormous. September, yes, again, was an absolute show. We're going to be seeing a big recovery in the next couple of weeks for sure. Solana ETFs could arrive in weeks. And this is Eric Balchunas. And again, the 100 ETFs could be approved very, very soon. Probably October, in my opinion, because again, it's fast tracking everything. Coming over to X. And again, thank you to those 9,057 people. Have a listen to Paul Atkins right here, guys. Listen to this.
We are at a crossroads. If we follow the path of our predecessors, America risks ceding leadership in the next chapter of financial history. Already, novel products have fled to foreign markets. Entrepreneurs have built offshore structures to avoid our fragmented, convoluted system. So this ends now. To achieve this ambitious vision, our two agencies must work in lockstep to transform dual regulation from a source of confusion into a source of strength. Together, we can offer the best.
That's bullish. Well done. Eric Balchunas, honestly, the odds are really 100% now. Generic listing standards make 19B-4s and their clock meaningless. That just leaves the S1s waiting for formal green light from corporate finance. And they just submitted an amendment number 4 for Solana, which is huge. The baby could come any day. Be ready. These guys are literally telling you what's coming, which is amazing. Nate Garasi right here. The New York Stock Exchange, the world's largest stock exchange, just met with the SEC Crypto Task Force. The topic, you guessed it, tokenized equities, which is huge. And I know you're paying attention now, which is crazy to think about that. Now, Jim Cramer is bullish on crypto. Listen to this.
That the future is crypto.
I say crypto's fine.
How do you value that? What is the sort of process with which you would use?
Well, I'm using it as insurance, and it's an insurance against the $37 trillion that we owe. Of course, we do have a government shutdown, but at least it's not connected to a deadline involving, refinancing for the government, which is really good. The government shutdown is not done at the same time as a possible cataclysm of not paying our bills. But I don't know. I think that crypto is. I'm not valuing it as fun. I'm valuing it as anti what the younger people think is our country's problems. They may know that one. Right. But then again, maybe my generation never has to see it.
Literally a year ago, and John Deaton, legend by the way, John, Jim Cramer hated crypto. Thought it was the biggest scam ever. I'm not kidding. You can go look it up. It's all over the internet, which is wild. Anyway, this is a big update that's come out today with crypto. I mean, the generic listing standards is crazy. Fast tracking ETF approvals. People need to pay attention. Get your Octobot set up on EarnCurve, that is for sure. Strategy just acquired 196 Bitcoin for $22 million. He's buying it up, and we're going to end on this. This is Brad Garlinghouse. The Swift GPI is like putting a Ferrari shell on a Model T engine. It's a cosmetic upgrade on an old infrastructure. Messaging is still not tied to settlement. It's a unidirectional and can't solve for liquidity. This is why XRP is king. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Stay bullish. Join EarnCurve. Set up your crypto bots on Octobot. Again, the links are on my channel. Go join. KYC. And I'm sorry about the videos, but anyway, I'm out of here. I need a coffee. Peace out, bulls. Take care of yourselves. Bye.